All right, let's dive in. Today we're tackling Webflow. It's one of the most powerful web design tools out there, but that blank canvas, yeah, it can be a little intimidating. But don't worry, we're going to lay out a super clear roadmap to take you from feeling like a beginner to thinking like a pro. Let's get into it.
So, you open up a new project, and you're just hit with all these panels, all these options, and it's easy to feel totally overwhelmed. We've all been there. But that feeling, it ends today. We are going to break this whole process down into simple, easy-to-digest phases, starting with the absolute ground floor.
Okay, first things first. You wouldn't try to build a house without understanding what bricks and beams are, right? Well, it's the exact same idea in Webflow. This first part is all about getting a solid grip on the fundamental ideas that absolutely everything else is built on top of.
If you take away only one thing from this, let it be this: the box model. Seriously, everything you see, everything you create in Webflow is a box. A button, it's a box. An image is a box. A whole section of your page is just a bigger box that holds, you guessed it, other boxes. Your main job is just to control the space inside these boxes, that's called padding, and the space around them, which is margin. Get this idea, and I promise you, everything else will start to click.
So, you've got all these boxes. How do you arrange them? Well, you have two main superpowers: Flexbox and Grid. Think of Flexbox as your go-to tool for lining things up in one direction, either in a row or in a column. It's absolutely perfect for something like a navigation bar. Now, Grid, that's for when things get more complex. It's for when you need to control both rows and columns at the same time, like for a photo gallery. Learning these two early is a total game changer for controlling your layouts.
Okay, so once you got those foundations down, the next big goal is efficiency. You want to avoid doing the same work over and over, and you want to build projects that are actually easy to update later on. These next few tips are all about setting up a clean, smart workflow right from the start.
This right here is a massive time saver. Instead of styling every single button one by one, you create a base class, let's just call it button. Then, say you need a blue version. You just add a second combo class, we'll call it blue. Now the magic part. If you want to change, say, the corner radius of all your buttons, you just edit that main class once, and boom, they all update. It is so simple, but so incredibly powerful.
Seriously, do not make more work for yourself. Webflow gives you a bunch of fully built, fully responsive components right out of the box. If you need a nav bar or an image slider, you can literally just drag it onto your page and start customizing it. This saves hours of work and lets you focus on the stuff that makes your design unique.
Now, I know this might sound a little boring, but trust me, your future self is going to thank you for this one. Naming your sections with clear, logical names means you can actually find things when you come back to the project weeks later. And for stuff that's on every single page, like your navigation or your footer, turn them into a symbol. That way you just update the symbol one time and it instantly changes everywhere across your entire website.
This is a total pro move. Before you even start building your homepage, create a separate page in your project that no one will see. Call it Style Guide. On this page, you set up all your headings, your paragraph styles, your colors, your buttons, everything. This page becomes your one central hub for your design, and it guarantees that your whole website looks consistent and professional.
Okay, so you've built a well-structured, super organized static site. Awesome. Now for the really fun part. Let's talk about making it feel alive, making it responsive, interactive, and dynamic. This is how we turn it into a website that looks amazing and works perfectly on any device.
The best way to approach responsive design is to start with your desktop version and get that looking great. Then, you work your way down to tablet and then down to mobile, just adjusting the layout as you go. The real key here is to use flexible units, like percentages, instead of fixed pixels. This is what allows your design to stretch and shrink and adapt fluidly to any screen size out there.
If you have any kind of content that repeats, like blog posts or team members or portfolio projects, the Webflow CMS is your absolute secret weapon. You design a single template page just one time, and then the CMS automatically creates a brand new page for every single item you add to your database. It's a complete game changer for managing websites with a lot of content. Animations can really bring a site to life, but you gotta remember, a little goes a very long way. So start simple. Add a nice subtle color change when someone hovers over a button, or maybe make elements fade in gently as the user scrolls down the page. The goal is always to enhance the user's experience, not to distract them from your content.
So we've covered a ton of ground, right? From the box model all the way to the CMS, but there is one core mindset, one golden rule that really separates the beginners from the pros. It's the one thing that will make every single project you build better, more scalable, and way easier to manage.
It's really this simple. Build the skeleton before you paint the walls. Get your layout right. Get the structure solid. Make sure it works and looks perfect on every single device. First, only after all of that is locked in should you start adding the fun stuff, like colors, fonts, and animations. I'm telling you, a solid foundation makes the creative part 10 times easier and way more fun.
You know, the absolute best way to get better is to just see how the pros do it. Dive into the Webflow Showcase, find some projects you love that are marked as clonable, and just open them up right in your own account. Take them apart, see how they named their classes, how they structured their sections. It's literally like getting to look over the shoulder of a master builder while they work.
So there you have it. That's the roadmap. A complete guide to take you from that intimidating blank canvas to building like a pro. The only question left isn't if you can build something amazing, it's what are you going to build first.